Welcome back to Peer-Guided DBT Lessons, provided by DBT Skills Application, Peers Helping Peers. This week's lesson, marked 3-13 in our Emotion Regulation module, we'll be looking at Part 1 of Opposite Action. Please keep in mind that we're simply peers helping peers, working together to bring about more peaceful, constructive, and ultimately happier lives. In other words, a life worth living. Our emotions are always encouraging us to take action. Sometimes this action would be beneficial to our situation. In other circumstances, the action wouldn't make sense. Each emotion we experience comes with a specific action urge. For example, anger might come with the urge to fight or the urge to break something. Fear might urge you to avoid, escape, or run away. These urges are generally self-protective and instinctual, but that doesn't mean they will always make sense in your present-day situations. When your emotion is not justified by the facts, when the intensity of your emotion is not justified by the facts, or when acting on the emotion urge would not be effective, then use opposite action. Opposite action is used when emotions do not fit the facts. So let's do some fact-checking here. First of all, does the emotion fit the circumstances? Does the intensity of the emotion fit the situation? Is the emotion a response to a current event? Is the emotion unclouded by added distortions? Was the emotion triggered by verifiable facts? Was it not a fact? Then opposite action is needed. The chart here illustrates the two sides to the question, do the emotions fit the facts? If yes, it's justified, and then we need to problem solve it or radically accept what's going on. The other side is if it does not fit the facts, it is unjustified, and opposite action is required, and we also might need to radically accept what's going on here. So let's look at how to do opposite action step by step. Number 1, identify and name the emotion you want to change. Number 2, check the facts to see if your emotion is justified by the facts. Check also whether the intensity and duration of the emotion fit the facts. Number 3, identify and describe your action urges. Number 4, ask wise mind, is expressing or acting on this emotion effective in the situation? Ask if your emotion does not fit the facts or if acting on your emotion is not effective. Number 5, identify opposite actions to your action urges. Number 6, act opposite all the way to your action urges. And number 7, repeat acting opposite to your action urges until your emotion changes. Fear fits the facts of a situation whenever you or someone you care about faces a threat to life, health, or well-being. When your fear is not justified by the facts, use opposite action. You might have an action urge to avoid or run away. The opposite action here would be to don't avoid and approach. Opposite actions for fear. Do the opposite of your fearful action urges. An example here, number 1, do what you are afraid of doing over and over. Number 2, approach events, places, tasks, or activities and people you are afraid of. Number 3, do things to give yourself a sense of control and mastery over your fears. Number 4, keep your eyes and ears open and focused on the feared event. Look around slowly, explore. Number 5, Take in the information from the situation. Notice the lack of actual threat. Number 6, change your body language. Keep your head and eyes up and your shoulders back, but relaxed. Adopt an assertive body posture. Number 7, change your tone of voice. Keep your voice confident. And number 8, change your body chemistry. Tip skills can be used for this. For example, do paced breathing by breathing in deeply and breathing out slowly. Anger fits the facts of a situation whenever an important goal is blocked or a desired activity is interrupted or prevented. You or someone you care about is attacked or hurt by others. You or someone you care about is insulted or threatened by others. The integrity or status of your social group is insulted or threatened. When your anger is not justified by the facts, or when acting on the emotion urge would not be effective, then use opposite action. The action urge here is to attack, and the opposite action would be to gently avoid and be a little nice. Opposite actions for anger. Do the opposite of your anger action urges. An example here is, number 1, gently avoid the person you are angry with, rather than attacking. Number 2, take a time out and breathe in and out deeply and slowly. Number 3, be kind rather than mean or insulting. All the way opposite actions for anger might be, number 4, imagine having understanding and empathy for the other person. Step into the other person's shoes. Try to see the situation from the other person's point of view. Imagine really good reasons for what has happened. Number 5, change your posture. Use willing hands, unclench hands with palms up and fingers relaxed. Half smile, unclench teeth, and relax the facial muscles. Relax your chest and stomach muscles. Number 6, change your body chemistry. Tip skills can be used for this. Try paced breathing by breathing in deeply and breathing out slowly. Run or engage in another physically energetic, nonviolent activity. Disgust fits the facts of a situation whenever something you are in contact with could poison or contaminate you. Somebody whom you deeply dislike is touching you or someone you care about. You are around a person or group whose behavior or thinking could seriously damage or harmfully influence you or the group you are part of. When your disgust is not justified by the facts, or when acting on the emotion urge would not be effective, then use opposite action. The action urge here is to avoid, and the opposite action is to move closer. Opposite actions for disgust. Do the opposite of your disgust action urges. Examples here would be, number 1, move close. Eat, drink, stand near, or embrace what you found disgusting. And number 2, be kind to those you feel contempt for. Step into the other person's shoes. And all the way opposite actions for disgust might be, number 3, take in what feels repulsive. Be sensual, inhaling, looking at, touching, listening, and tasting. Number 4, imagine having understanding and empathy for the person you feel disgust or contempt for. Try to see the situation from the other person's point of view. Imagine really good reasons for how the other person is behaving or looking. Number 5, change your posture. Use willing hands. Unclench your hands with palms up and fingers relaxed. use the half smile. Unclench your teeth and relax your facial muscles. And number 6, change your body chemistry. Tip skills can be used for this. For example, do paced breathing by breathing in deeply and breathing out slowly. Envy fits the facts of a situation whenever another person or group has what you want or need but don't have. When your envy is not justified by the facts, or when acting on the emotion urge would not be effective, then use opposite action. Opposite actions for envy might be do the opposite of your envy action urges. For example, number 1, inhibit destroying what the other person has. And number 2, count your blessings. Make a list of the things that you are thankful for. Some all-the-way opposite actions for envy might be, number 3, count all your blessings. Avoid discounting some blessings. Avoid exaggerating your deprivations. Number 4, stop exaggerating others' net worth or value. Check the facts. Number 5, change your posture. Use willing hands and the half smile. Relax your chest and stomach muscles. And number 6, change your body chemistry. Tip skills can be used for this. Jealousy fits the facts of a situation whenever someone is threatening to take a very important and desired relationship or object away from you. An important and desired relationship is in danger of being damaged or lost. When your envy is not justified by the facts, or when acting on the emotion urge would not be effective, then use opposite action. Opposite actions for jealousy. Do the opposite of your jealousy action urges. Some examples here might be, number 1, let go of controlling others' actions. And number 2, share the things and people you have in your life. Some all-the-way opposite actions for jealousy might be, number 3, stop spying or snooping. Suppress probing questions such as, where were you? With who? And fire your private detective. Number 4, no avoiding. Listen to all the details. Focus on sensations. Keep your eyes open, looking around. Take in all the information about the situation. Number 5, change your posture. And number 6, change your body chemistry. And so, in closing, let's recap how to do opposite action, step by step. First, number 1, identify and name the emotion you want to change. 2, check the facts to see if your emotion is justified by the facts. Check also whether the intensity and duration of the emotion fits the facts. Number 3, identify and describe your action urges. Number 4, ask wise mind, is expressing or acting on this emotion effective in the situation? Ask if your emotion does not fit the facts or if acting on your emotion is not effective. Number 5, identify opposite actions to your action urges. Number 6, act opposite all the way to your action urges. And number 7, repeat acting opposite to your action urges until your emotion changes. Next week in our peer-guided DBT lessons emotion regulation module, we'll be looking at part 2 of opposite action.